friends, in today's video I am going to do a clean with me, declutter with me type video. I'm kind of thinking ahead to the holidays, and there's just some areas in my home that I just need to go through some stuff and get rid of things and clean things up. And I also need to tidy up my office because I've been doing so many videos. I've done a few DIYs, and which will be coming in future videos, and my office is becoming bad again. Not as bad as it has been in the past, but it's getting there, and I want to nip that in the bud before it gets really bad. I do have to work today, so I want to try to get this done as quickly as I can. So come on, let's get some cleaning and decluttering done, thinking ahead to the coming holidays. The first area I want to tackle is this area behind the table. I've said this before, I live in a small home that does not have, well, it's not a super small home. I'm sure a lot of you live in a smaller home, but my home doesn't have very much storage space, which makes it seem smaller because I can't tuck things away and hide things away. I have things out a lot. I have things out on my kitchen counters because I don't have any cabinet space to put them in. Stuff like that. And this is one of those areas that is just constantly a mess. We have no place to store beverages, so it gets stuck behind the table in the dining room. This is my chair. This is where I sit, and I'm constantly bumping into this stuff when I'm getting seated at the table. I don't know that there's anything I can do about these beverages today. They're just probably going to have to be there. But I do want to get rid of this basket. Not get rid of it forever, but I want to move it. This is full of my cushions and pillows for my deck. And I'm going to be, as soon as I have a free minute in the next week or so, constructing my back deck that I had decorated for the summer. I need to get it all torn down and winterized. And so this basket full of deck things is going to go down in the basement. So I'm going to go ahead and move that today, get that out of here. And then this is my little shelving unit that I have a lot of canisters and things like that on. So I just need to reorganize that and see if I can make a little more space, you know, maybe move those cookbooks to someplace else, stuff like that. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to move this table. I'm going to scoot it that way so that I have some space to work back here. So now that I made a little more room on that corner shelving unit, I'm going to move some of these sweeteners out of my coffee station. I use this stevia more for baking than I do for my coffee, so I'm going to move it over there. And then the coconut sugar, I'm just going to take some of it out and put it in an actual like sugar bowl, and then store the extra over there as well. I probably will leave that sugar canister there because the rest of the family uses regular sugar, and if I move it, they'll be lost because they won't know where it's at. So I'm going to go ahead and move these over there. I'm going to put these medicines somewhere else. It was really pretty inconvenient to have them down there because it's such a tight space back here. So, and I didn't realize I had so much of these. So I'm going to put like one box in each bathroom and then one up on top of the refrigerator with the rest of this medicine, because yeah, I didn't realize I had so much of that stocked up. In here, I have little packets of stevia. I really like this. They're very convenient. And so I just keep them in this mug. You saw I put the coconut sugar in there. I want to get a cute little sugar spoon to keep here. Probably find one at my work. And in this little creamer, Pioneer Woman creamer jug, I put these little coconut cloud milk creamers. These are okay. I'm not like blown away by them, but they're okay. So, but if I have them out here, I'm more likely to use them. And then I put my honey here, but I think I'm going to be ending up moving this at some point because I really want to get a French press coffee press. And at my work, they sell really little ones that make, I don't know, 3 cups maybe of coffee. And I want to get one of those because I still love coffee. Even though I've been drinking a lot of tea, I still love coffee. I've always wanted a French press coffee press, and I thought if I get one of those small ones, then I can just make small batches of coffee. Like if I use my electric one, I feel like I need to make at least 4 cups. Otherwise it's a kind of a waste. But if I get one of those small French press coffee makers, then I can make myself 1 or 2 cups of coffee on occasion and spare my stomach, but still be able to enjoy my coffee. So if I do get one of those, it's going to go here, and I'll have to find a different spot for the honey. Over here looks much, much better. I did push the water that way because behind it, like back behind there, are things I don't use very often. So it's not going to be a big problem to have those there. Now I do have quite a bit of room on that middle shelf. The problem is it's not very tall. So I'm going to see if I can find some things in my kitchen to put there to store. Things that I don't use very often that are just taking up counter space. But I'm thinking this is looking so much better. Of course, I still need to pull my table back into position. I'm going to go ahead and just put these cookbooks in a different space. Probably some of them I'll put in with my other cookbooks, and the rest of them I'll probably put downstairs in my office. So looking at my counter, I really can't move any of these things. I use these things all the time, so I can't move these things into that space over there. So this counter is pretty much going to have to stay the way it is. Over here, this little corner, I use my measuring spoons, my measuring cups, my measuring pitcher all the time. I use my cookbook stand, my cutting boards, but the things I don't use all the time are these cute little pots. I do use them, but not all the time. So I'm thinking these can go over there on that shelf, and that will open up more space on here. The other thing I'm going to move is this cookbook. There's no reason for that to be there. It's just taking up space. And I can move these cutting boards back and scoot this stuff over. Now I think I like that back there. And there, it just looks more open and less congested. So that's good. So I'm going to move those. And don't mind my stove. It's always a mess. Olivia cooks, the boys cook. I shouldn't call them boys. They're both men now. The men in my family cook, Olivia cooks, and they don't always wipe up their spills. So yeah, I'll clean this stove another day. Those look good there. I won't be able to really see them to enjoy them that much, but I know where they're at and I'll be able to use them. And I have a spot for one more thing, and I've got space behind those pots to put things that, like I said, I hardly ever use. So let's see what else I can find on my countertops that I can store over here. So my countertop is a bit of a quandary. There's just about everything on here I use. Now these fruit bowls are like diminishing. As when I first go grocery shopping, I need all of these bowls to hold all the produce, the fruit. As the fruit gets eaten, then I store the bowls over here on my stand mixer. So I really don't want to mess with those. Like, I know Olivia's going to be cooking something tonight and she's going to be using up these tomatoes, so then this bowl can go. Like I said, this cookbook's going to go. I don't really want to move my banana bowl. Now I can move this. I could move this off of here, but I really like this. I really like this, so I want to put it somewhere I can actually see it. So I don't want to stick it on that shelf. Now my coconut oil, I could stick that over there, and I think I will. This jar, I basically use this to water my plants. So I need to find, I don't want to put that over there on that shelf because it'll be a little bit too inconvenient to grab it. Peanut butter just needs to be put away. This stuff needs to be put away. This stuff needs to be put away in here. That's where the butter dish lives. This bread's got to go out in the bread basket. So if I actually put things away where they belong, this countertop doesn't look that bad. So yeah. So I think I'm just going to leave most of this stuff here. I'll find a home for that. These biscuits will get eaten up in the next day or so. And so the only thing I really want to find a home for is my little berry bowl. I don't want to stick that down on that shelf where I can't see it. I got all the other things that were on here put away. I just really can't find any place else. Like I said, I don't have much space in this kitchen. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there on the counter where it's been, not really bothering anyone. And I think what I'm going to do is, these bananas are ready to go in the freezer, and I will put these cuties in that fruit bowl. Like I said, the tomatoes will be gone tonight. I got fruit flies flying everywhere. I need to set some fruit fly traps. So we'll put those in there. This bowl will go over there. Bananas will go in the freezer. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. Moving my camera too fast. So I'll do it slower. Cuties in there. Tomatoes are going to be gone tonight. Bananas will go in the freezer. Empty bowl will go over there. I got the area in the dining room that was really bothering me. I got that straightened up, as you saw. I got a couple of areas in the kitchen on the counters a little bit decluttered. So far I haven't found anything I want to get rid of, but at least I'm like rehoming them in different areas in my house to make things a little bit more convenient and easier around here. So now let's go to my bedroom. Yikes. And I am definitely going to be decluttering and going through my clothes. I want to switch over to my fall clothes. I want to get those out, and anything of my summer clothes that I didn't wear this summer, I'm going to get rid of. Probably. I have a hard time getting rid of clothes. These are the summer tops that I don't want to get rid of, but I'm going to put in a storage thing. I'm going to swap my fall stuff out for. These shirts I'm going to keep out because I wear them a lot, and you can also wear a cardigan over the top if they're like short sleeve or sleeveless for the winter months. And these are the tank tops that I'm going to keep out. I wear a lot of white tank tops under things, and so yeah, I'm going to keep these out. I like these tank tops when I exercise. They have a built-in bra, so those are helpful. So I'm going to keep those out. So I'm going to go ahead and get these put back in the drawer, and I'm going to pull the box out of my closet that has all my fall stuff in. And then down here is a pile of things that I'm going to be donating. This is the box of my sweaters and a lot of like shawls and wraps that I actually crocheted, and I don't want to get rid of any of these. I do wear them when it gets super cold, so I'm going to keep these. These are a couple of sweaters that were in the bottom of my closet that wouldn't fit in here, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in one of my drawers. And I think I'm just going to put those summer tops in like a Walmart bag or something and stick in my closet because I don't have a empty tub anywhere. And then those are all hoodies that I need to hang up because it is hoodie weather. I don't wear hoodies out and about very often, but I do wear them around the house. I did not end up getting rid of very many articles of clothing, but that's okay. I didn't think I would because I have been decluttering my clothes every season pretty much, and I am slowly whittling it down to the clothes that I do actually wear all the time. So that's good, and I'm glad I went through my sweaters and I know what I have, and so yeah. All right, my last job for this video and for today before I go to work is I want to get my office cleaned up. Here is the condition of my office. Yeah, it is starting to get quite out of control. So I want to get this all back in order very quickly because I have to go to work in less than an hour. I'm watching Hillary from Old World Home. And so I'm going to put this on high speed and watch some YouTube while I clean this office up. Here it is, all done. Didn't take me long at all. About 15 minutes, really, in real time. Just got everything that was on the counter. Everything that was on the counter just needed to be put away. And then all that stuff that was on the floor, these are things for Christmas. Don't want to put those up. Christmas will be here before you know it. And then this is where I store my tiered trays when I'm not using them. But I got all that mess cleaned up as well. Vacuumed the floor, emptied the trash, and it looks really good again. So there you have it, friends. There is my cleaning and decluttering video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it motivated you to tackle some areas in your home that need a little extra TLC, and get rid of some things that you haven't used in a while, and get ready for these holidays that are going to be upon us very quickly. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.